Most investors are spending thousands every month on paid ads to get motivated seller leads. But what if your leads came to you for free every single day? In this office hours session, we brought in Caleb Luketic, an investor and SEO expert, generating over 8,000 clicks per month, to break down the new SEO and organic branding strategies that are actually working in 2026 to attract motivated sellers without paid ads. Let's get into it. And so today we're covering SEO, all right? And this is like a topic that if you're not doing it and you're wondering, how do I appear on ChatGPT search? How do I appear on Google Gemini search? How do I appear on Google itself? This is the topic you want to be in, right? Like you want to learn all about it, and you want to start doing it right now, even if it is like small bits of it. And every month you do work on this, it's going to help you get organic reach. Right now we have over 8,000 clicks per month in our website for one of our businesses, just because we're doing SEO, which means that we have free leads every single month, just because we actually put together an SEO strategy, just because we put together a content on the page strategy, just because we put together a lot of effort in this over the last few years, right? So I'm going to introduce you guys to one of a friend of mine that I've known for like almost 5 years now, and an expert in SEO. His name is Caleb. Caleb is also a real estate investor, and he also has a marketing firm for SEO and branding and a lot of those stuff. And today we're covering that. We're going to be covering search engine optimization. We're going to be covering how you're going to be leveraging your brand to just get more leads, get more deals, and how important is it, especially whenever you're dealing with a local marketing company, right? Caleb, what's up, brother?
What's up? How are you, man?
I'm doing really well, man. Actually, I'm excited for this because actually, I'm going to give you guys an example of somebody that actually built a brand, had like an SEO really, really dialed down on their market. They're actually located in Omaha, Nebraska. So I have a client that actually exited his wholesaling company, and he had a really solid brand. His name is actually Rob Param, and he sold his wholesaling company. And that all he focused in the beginning was like, how do I create lead generation and lead acquisition channels? But he put a lot of effort into his brand, and he put a lot of effort in the first 3.5 years in business, and how to actually increase his brand in his one market. And then he was able to actually exit his wholesaling operations. So that's if you guys haven't watched that video, it's called How This 24-Year-Old Made $1 million in 60 days, a 7-figure exit. And it had 2 interviews about that one right here, and he sold it in his first 3 years. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Caleb. He's going to be going over SEO, and he has an amazing presentation for you guys. What's up, brother?
Well, sweet, man. Well, thanks, dude. Awesome, guys. Well, hey, we're going to try to breeze through this a little bit. This is actually from a training I've done recently here that is a couple hours long. And so we're going to try to breeze through some of this, and I'm going to kind of hit some high points because I do want to leave some time at the end here for you guys to ask me whatever questions that you guys have. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. And we will jump into here. I'm actually going to move Google Meet over here so I can still see everyone's faces. Is everyone able to see my screen okay here? Everybody good there? Oh, wait a minute. How about now? Is that better? Beautiful. Well, sweet. I'm going to go over personal branding and SEO. I'm not going to spend too much time on myself, but again, real quickly, who I am. I'm in East Tennessee, the Johnson City area. This is the name of my company, Favor Home Solutions, that you can also see by the hat right here. And we do everything: wholesale, fix and flip, contract for deed, owner financing, sub 2, you name it, I do it. And I practice what I preach. I do SEO for myself. Everything I'm about to tell you guys, I do it myself. Okay, this isn't me on some soap box telling you, oh, if you only did this, you'd be rich, or some crazy crap. I don't know. Look, this stuff works. I do it. I do it for a lot of other people, but most importantly, I do it for myself, and it works. Esteban alluded to this. My agency that I do run, we do SEO and things like that. I also run ads for people like Results Driven and a lot of other large brands, as you would probably know if I had mentioned all of them. But let's talk into personal branding, shall we? So I'll be the first one to tell you guys, it's not easy. Okay, this takes effort and work to get to the point where I'm at. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to get there, but I will tell you this does take work. This isn't some passive AI thing that you can hack to do this, because guess what? It involves you as a person being on video, being with a seller, taking a selfie, doing a testimony video, things like that. Isn't some AI hack. Again, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Okay, so it's going to pay off, and I'm going to show you exactly how. So here's what we're going to cover. But like I said, write down any questions that you guys have. Let's try and save those for the end so I can kind of get through this a little bit here. So that way you guys get whatever time to ask me whatever you want to about SEO and otherwise. So I know it sounds a little crazy, but in 2025, in my real estate investment company, I had a 36x ROI from SEO. So $1 in, $36 back out. Okay. And in fact, we just got Tuesday night, we got 3 SEO leads, all in like a 2-hour chunk. All 3 inherited leads. Already got one locked up, a couple more coming on that one. Bangers of a deal. But the story starts with, well, doing what I say, branding, right? We go in here, and a couple things with this that is the most important. Building the foundation of your website, okay? That is the most important website structure through this entire part of this. Without a good website, which we're going to get into that, your SEO won't do well. Okay? I'm going to show you how to build authority online, not only building the backlinks, but how to actually convert a user on your website before they ever even call you. I'm going to tell you a bunch of different stories about that is going to help you, and how you can combine that with paid ads to like pour gasoline on a fire to really blow this whole thing up. And we're going to go over all of this. All right? So, like I said, a 36x ROI last year. I'm going to breeze through some of these things. There was a radio ad lead. Can I give you guys a spoiler alert? I don't run radio ads. Okay? I don't. SEO, Google ads, and Meta now. The Facebook ads. Those are the only 3 things that I run in my operation. So when she said, I heard you on the radio, I was like, you sure didn't. So what ended up happening is, and we talked through this, she ended up Googling what she heard on the radio, cash for my house, other keywords like that, found me, right? And she actually ended up trusting us the most because this lady accepted our offer that was $10,000 lower than somebody else. Why? Because the other person had no website. The other person she couldn't figure out how to trust them. When you go to my website, which we'll get to that here later, you're going to see how much that changes things. Okay. Other thing is, I get recognized locally because I'm everywhere. I'm at eating out, a grocery store, whatever. People are like, you're the guy that buys houses. I've literally locked deals up in a Kroger aisle with my children shopping for whatever we're shopping for, right? Because people are like, hey, you're that guy. I want to sell my house because of the brand that I've created. And by the way, this works. I promise you, it works, not just for real estate, but if you happen to own, like Esteban said, another operation that he has that they do this in. And so this is something that works really well. So let's go through this. You have to be real, credible, and consistent. Okay, simple is better than clever. All your sexy AI jazz. No. Selfie style videos, selfies, unedited, raw, that realness, that clear, simple stuff is better than any cute AI anything. We're going to get into some more of that. But one of the biggest fundamental things you're going to have to do is match your business name everywhere. The business name on your website, on the Google profile, onto the Facebook page, all of those different things need to match. And we're going to get into some more of that. Now, the one thing you can use AI for is a logo, okay? So one thing that you need to have for your business is a simple logo. Brand colors, the same visuals everywhere. If you see this, here's mine. Can you read this? Favor Home Solutions, right? Look at the hat. Very simple, right? Easy, clean, nothing sexy, nothing crazy, but it gets the point across to what people are, what we're helping people with. They can read it in that name and understand it. Use AI to help get you one. But physical branding, here's our trailer that rotates at our different properties, hats, as you see here, shirts, yard signs, the vehicle branding. Really lean into this in your operation. This branding is going to help your SEO do better in general. And so these are the types of things I'm talking about here that are going to really help you, do extremely, extremely well. Okay. That builds a lot of trust in. Now, let's talk about Google Business, okay? Very important. Claim and verify. If you don't know how, there's YouTube videos on this, but this is where I'm mentioning correct business name, okay? You got to have the same business name. You got to have your primary category as real estate consultant, for those of us in real estate. Set your service area. Here's the one thing, okay? You cannot use a post office box any longer to hack the system, getting your address to show up. It's got to be a real office or just as a service area. Simple as that. Upload pictures, videos, do different things like that. Okay. I'm just going to Google myself real quickly. Hang on. I have all these links that I've have saved from clicking on before. As you see here, 188 Google reviews. Here we are. Here's pictures. What's the first thing you see? Oh yeah, it's me with sellers. Right? That branding side of it. Anywhere you're going to go, you're going to see pictures and videos constantly of myself with sellers, and Google is no different than social media and anywhere. So this is going to help you guys a ton, and post on there regularly. Did you know that Google has a posting feature in the platform? Just start posting about your service areas, where you help, the situations you help sellers with. By the way, Claude, ChatGPT, whatever, can actually help you create and write a lot of those for you to post those so it gets it done a little bit faster. But this is a really big one, is also not only getting the reviews, but responding to them, because you can respond, hey, it was great. Thanks for letting me buy your house for cash in Dallas, in Miami, and wherever, right? You're going to be able to do that and use this aggressively, get a ton of reviews, post a bunch. It's going to help you. Now, the Facebook business page, same thing, right? Correct category. Do the About Us section. Make sure these two things match together. The company name, your phone number, your website. This is how Google identifies you. Your NAP, N-A-P, your name, address, and the phone. We're going to get more into that here in a minute, but this is how Google identifies you and knows who you are. And so make sure to do that. Pin your testimony videos. Again, we're going to talk some more about that as well, but it's really important, okay? Here's your thing. These are the main 4 things you need to match everywhere. Okay, on Google, on the Facebook page, on Yelp, on Apple Maps, on everywhere that you post your business, and do what's called a local citation: name, address, phone number, website. If you don't have an address on Google, you still need to use your home address or another address you feel comfortable with, using that on other platforms like Yelp or whatever, so it matches. Believe it or not, it does help you on SEO. And your Google profile, Facebook, these directories or local citations. Okay, these are Yellow Pages, White Pages, Hot Frog, Manta, Yelp, all these things I'm talking about here. For clients, we build over 500 of these that list all their information just like this out directly, which is super helpful and super awesome there. So let's talk about what your website's actually for, okay? It's not just a lead form capture. It's not built to look sexy and look cool. It's a credibility filter. Okay, it's a decision tool for the user. Why should I pick you over somebody else? Okay, it's a decision tool. It should be your number one salesperson, is what it should be. This should be your number one salesperson, period. I've got story after story after story after story of how my testimony videos, the branding has captivated somebody and made them pick me over somebody else, even though my offer it was actually lower than somebody else's. But because I have the reviews, the testimony videos, and the structure of the website, that when they get in there, it's a big spider web, right? And we have it all there. That is a big, 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 big deal that we are able to use this as our number one salesman. Feel free to, by the way, if you want to Google me, right? For any college football people out there, I often like to pull a Kurt Signetti. Google me. I win, right? Look this up. Go through it and look at it. If you see here, what do you see? It's me freaking everywhere. All these seller testimony videos. By the way, I've got more. So many more that I crashed my website multiple times. So we had to pick just these ones. And we have tons and tons of more things. But again, all this is, when you come in here, you get in the spider web of me. I retarget you on social media. It's me on a video with a seller. This should all be your number one salesman to build that credibility. It's a big decision tool here, okay? What type of a website? WordPress. WordPress is king, okay? Now, if you've got a website platform like Carrot, hey, they're great. They're built on WordPress. That's why they're so good and so effective at doing SEO all over the country for so many different investors. That's totally fine. But have a clear homepage, a strong about us, where it really digs into who you are, okay? And service pages as well. As you saw, as I was kind of scrolling down here, we've got all these different services, all the situations, I actually call them, what you offer, right? Foreclosure help, bankruptcy help, inheritance, all those different things. When you start talking about all of those different things within your website, it really relates with somebody. And having reviews all everywhere, plastered, every page, the reviews, everything, okay? Every single thing. Crazy. Got to have a ton of them, okay? Got to have a ton of them. Reviews are huge. And I know this one might sound stupid, okay? This last one. But you would not believe how many people have built websites that forget to put a form or a contact page, sell your house now, where somebody could actually call and sell their house, all right? So people get too caught up in the prettiness of it and they forget to actually have people convert, okay? So here's what we have. Let me go back. Sorry, I clicked too fast. About page, deep dive. Have your face on there. Talk about yourself. People want to know who they're dealing with, okay? They don't want to deal with buyers, Zillow, open door, yada, yada, yada. They want you. People want to connect with you as a person. So please, your story beats any corporate copy, okay? Authority without ego. What I mean here, don't take a dump on other investors to make yourself look better. Don't do that, okay? Be nice, play nice. This is something where you can talk about your story, how you help people and serve needs of sellers. People read that stuff. By the way, fun fact for you, Google this. There are statistics that show that SEO leads do more research about a company before filling out a lead or buying a product. And so the more information you give them and spin up for them to read, dig into, testimony videos, learning about you, learning about who you help, how you help them, the better you're going to convert, because that is a proven statistical fact. Go and look at that stuff. Now, here's some different things that we have page structure-wise. And I know I'm going through this fast, so I'm happy to give you guys a copy of this so you guys can go through this on your own later. But here's the correct page structure you need to have on your website, okay? Proper H1 headings, okay? H1, one of them, H2s, 5 to 10 of them should be your main keyword, like this here as you see. Again, I'm going to send you guys this. I'm going to breeze through a couple of these things to get through what we have, because we've only got about an hour, so I want to make sure that I get everything in. But again, I'll give Esteban a copy of this. I'll even drop it in the chat here at the end, so you guys get this, so you guys can go through this later on. So your page content, your actual page here, okay, should be 1,000 words minimum. Now look, if you're at like 987, close enough. Oh, All right. But you can help AI for you to rank better on ChatGPT, on whatever AI search engines out there, and Google. AI leverages high quality content and FAQs written in plain English. If you notice on my website, how are you different from a real estate agent? Well, here we go. Plain English, right? It's written exactly, right? How we're different than an agent. AI favors these types of FAQs, plain English, simple things, leveraging all of those words to help AI get through that. Because here's the fun thing about AI. It knows the search user better than Google does, right? Because it's talking to them about every problem they got going on. So if you've got content about how you help people with inherited houses, like you see right here, and AI knows it's been talking to them about the probate process. How does that work? What are my options? And then they say about selling a house, AI is going to end up pulling some more inheritance related things. So you want to be able to solve those problems, talk about the problem, how you solve them, how you fit into the community, and internal linking is a must. So what I mean by that is on my home page, it links to the inheritance page. On the inheritance page, it links to our company page, how it works. It links all of our pages together. So it kind of spins a spider web there for people to see that. Now, again, like I said, gotta have city pages, situation pages, what I just showed you there, foreclosure, bankruptcy, things like that. Core content, longer tail keyword pages. And what this does is it increases the ranking width. Okay, so you're going to rank for more keywords with the more city pages, situational, the pages, and long tail keywords like how do I sell my house fast without a real estate agent? That's a long tail keyword. You can write an article on your website about, push backlinks to it, and try to rank it better that way. So we're going to get into some of those things there. So website foundations here. Okay, clean structure. What I mean by that is the page names of your different things here. So for example, how can you avoid foreclosure? Very clean structure, right? Schema markup. There are plugins in WordPress about this, how to do it for you. Use Yoast or Rank Math to help put your SEO titles, meta descriptions in there. I'm telling you guys, this stuff matters. And you can use keyword research, okay? There's a ton of different things you guys can use. My favorite one is Google Keyword Planner within Google Ads, straight from the source directly, okay? And so again, you guys are going to get to go through this later on, so you guys have this and can kind of dig in some. But this is going to help you guys a ton rank better just in general, and talk about your location, where you're at in everything that you do. It's going to help you get better location relevance when you rank there, okay? And make sure you have case studies, real jobs, real photos, real sellers, real videos. That realness, that authenticity is going to connect you with a seller way better, way faster than anything else, okay? Now, here's the engine, okay? We talked about kind of the vehicle that gets us putting it together, okay? Personal branding is the engine that actually makes this car drive forward. AI favors real businesses. It's actually funny because AI doesn't favor AI. AI favors humans. What we create, what's real and authentic, because their job is to give their users on whatever the AI platform is the best advice, the best thing to help them. And so real businesses AI wants to show real businesses when they're giving these types of feedback. And humans buy trust, okay? Humans don't buy anything else. They buy trust. They only buy a product or service or sign a contract with you as an investor because they trust you. That's it, okay? People buy from people, and hiding behind some corporate logo limits the growth you can do. Yeah, do I have a logo? For sure. But I'm wearing the logo. I am the logo, okay? It's me. It's me. All of this is me, right? This is one of the reasons why we do so well. And your personal social media here, okay? Believe it or not, your personal social media ties into your SEO. It does. Now, personal social media is a direct correlation to how good your SEO success is, because Google has admitted that they look at your personal profile pages, your business pages, and correlate those things together to show how active you are and how trustworthy you are. It is a ranking factor in SEO, is your personal social media. So optimize your social media, okay? Let's go to Facebook. Click on me right here. Let's just look. Oh my gosh, what do you see? My trailer, favorite home solutions, we buy houses. The about page, what do you see? Oh, you notice Steel Marketing, favorite home solutions. You see all of this stuff, a giant phone number in your face. Boom, call me, right? Optimize that with a bio, make it very clear. And look, a prospect is going to research you first, right? If you Google my name, you know what shows up? Not only my personal website, favorite home solutions, my social media. And let me just tell you a story about that. I need to edit this a little bit because when I did this training, I promoted it on social media organically. So everybody that paid for the training, they were here because of social media. Now, private lenders, wholesalers, I've raised millions in private capital from social media. Wholesalers bring us deals to JV on, cash buyers from it, contractors that want to work for me because of it, employees, people DMing me, hey, can I work for you? I've gotten some of my best employees actually organically on social media, and sellers choosing you. Let me tell you a story about Anthony real quickly, okay? This guy was drugged through the mud by 3 other wholesalers, crappy. We made an offer at $100,000. He had contracts signed at 160, 170, and 180. It was worth 100, and I knew that from day one. We told him, hey, man, those guys are smoking something. They're way off, right? Hundreds where we got to be at. Simple as that, man. This guy followed me on social media when I made that offer. 3 months later, for the next 3 months, I'm posting about the business, how we're doing, how we're raising money, closing transactions, this, that, or the other. He is DMing me on Facebook, asking how private lending works, wanting to lend me money, and he didn't even accept my offer yet. Eventually, he accepted that offer. We ended up wholesaling it for 25 grand. But all of a sudden, he even told me everything I put through on social media about private money, how we did transactions, whatever. He would take it and put it through AI, through ChatGPT, Grok, all the stuff to fact check if I was saying what was true or not. And AI is literally telling this guy, yeah, Caleb's the real deal. What he's talking about on social media is real. The company's real. He's got more Google reviews than anybody in his whole area. He would send me a screenshot of what AI is telling him about me. And this over 3 months led to us getting this deal because he just followed me on social media and AI backed me up because of my website, what we just talked about, because of the personal branding. And then we're going to get into the other things here in a minute about building the backlinks and some different things like that. But here's what to post. Okay? Simple. Wins, losses, lessons you've learned, behind the scenes, how you've helped sellers before and afters. Ask questions. What's everyone's favorite credit card? Ask questions. Here's the thing that nobody realizes. If you don't tell somebody, nobody knows what you do. You don't post on social media, hey, I buy houses, let me buy your house. How are they going to know that you do that, right? So just simple things. This is going to help you a ton. Get this dialed in on that part of it. Now, this is awesome, okay? Google reviews are huge, okay? Google has said that Google reviews drive their rankings better. The more reviews you have, the better you're going to do. I have more Google reviews than any competitor in my market. I practice what I preach. I told you that at the beginning of this. And guess what? Even if I don't rank number 1, I still get leads because people tell me, sellers have told me, hey, you were like 3rd, 4th when I picked you because you have more reviews and testimony videos than anybody. All of a sudden, reviews will drive your rankings and your conversions. Ask everybody, title companies, attorneys, insurance agents, buyer's agents, literally everybody, okay? With a seller, ask at closing. It's key. That's when you also get the testimony video done, and you can reply using keywords, okay? See if I can find an example of a most recent seller. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Let's see. We have, this one was in Spanish, actually. And so I had the team do that one because I didn't. But Mark, by the way, this is real. I know it seems not real. Mark Fart. I know it seems fake, but this is actually real because I saw that and I was like, oh man, people are going to think that I paid for some fake review. Like, no, bro, this is a real review from a real dude who named his account Mark Fart. I kid you not. Here's if I click on this, if he has like a profile on here that like you can see it. But dude, this guy is real. I know it seems fake, but I promise you this is real. It's so funny because I saw that and I was like, ah, man, people are going to think that this is, crap. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is, look, so glad we got to buy your house in Johnson City fast and fast. See how I put that keyword in the response of the review? Reply using those keywords and it works. Now, testimony video, same thing. At closing, video is better than written, okay? What would you rather see? If you're on my website, which one would you rather see? Written words or listening to somebody tell you how the experience was? The answer is this one, okay? Videos. It's better than written. Ask at closing. I have never once been turned down ever. I'm going to give you the secret how to do it right now. Are you ready? Here it is. Mr. Seller, I've got a question for you. While you're waiting on your check coming, would you mind doing something for me? All that I ask is, would you mind shooting a quick video with me to let people know that I'm actually real? Oh, there are so many scams out there, right? Oh my gosh, right? My phone blows up all day long, right? Oh, spam and scam. Oh, terrible. Would you mind helping me protect other people and letting them know that they can trust me, that I'm actually real, that we're sitting here and I bought your house? Is that okay? Never once have I been turned down because I framed that from going from, hey, would you review me so I can make money, to, hey, would you do a review video with me to let people know that they can trust me so they don't get scammed? I've never once had somebody say no. I've had people say, oh, I don't really like being on camera, but you know what? If I can help somebody else, I want to. Right? That's the human good down in them, is saying it's overriding their desire to not want to be on camera to save somebody else. Because I asked them, well, you know, wouldn't you want somebody to help you if you were in that spot? So take 30 seconds. You can help somebody save potentially all of their money. And I tell them stories of people getting catfish we've had to experience and crazy stuff. But I'm telling you, and use this on your Google Business Profile. That's what GBP is, Google Business Profile. Use it in your ads. It helps a ton. Okay. How SEO compounds? Consistency, dude. Reviews. Posting across all your channels. Google page. Facebook business page. Your personal socials. Blogging regularly. Getting reviews. Now off-page SEO. Let's dive in. Backlinks. Okay. Being consistent. Building citations. Let's dig into what this is and how to get this. What's a backlink? Okay, what is that? How does that work? Okay, it's another website linking to yours, right? So if you created a press release on the Associated Press and they're pointing back to you, that's what that is. And it's Google sees it as a vote for you, building trust and authority, and that authority transfers. So if you get a link from Business Insider versus your local news outlet, well, Business Insider has way more trust, and so the more authority, the higher trust is transferring to you. Speaking of Business Insider, here I am in Business Insider and Yahoo Finance and all these crazy platforms that we not only get ourselves on, but all of our SEO clients as well. That's how we build trust and authority, building backlink. Now, backlinks are going to amplify the content of your websites. All the stuff you see here, all your pretty looking stuff in here, this is going to amplify everything. All right. And so you do this with citations, guest posts, being on podcasts, getting that podcast host to give you a backlink to your website, local news articles. I just showed you a couple of those from Business Insider, Yahoo, all that jazz. Okay. Let's talk backlink strategies. Here's actually how you can go get backlinks for your business. Haro is help a reporter out. There's other platforms similar. You can use AI to help you look this up and look through some of these things. But this is where journalists come. They need business owners for their articles that they're writing. And they're doing this. And you can actually get backlinks for this stuff, which is awesome. Okay. Partner Swap. Hey, if you know other investors in other parts of the country, trade backlinks. Build a page, a blog for each other on your website, trade backlinks. Do the same thing with local businesses, local only, or the same industry. Okay, simple as that. So if you know HVAC company, plumber, lawn care, roofer, trade backlinks. Like, hey guys, let's all help each other out. Trade links. It helps you. It does when you write a specific blog article for that individual. Now, local sponsorships. If you're going to sponsor a local community concert, a baseball team, and you get a backlink from that, it helps you. Local media outreach, guest posts. This is where basically you pay money to a platform to publish an article about you on their website. Those help you a ton. Spying on your competition, you can use tools like Ahrefs, which we're going to get into here in a minute. But overall, quality over quantity. Okay, the better the link, the better it's going to do for you. Now, here's some SEO tools. You can spy on your competition using Ahrefs and some other tools out there to see where they're building backlinks at and copy them. Very simple. Google Search Console. You got to have this set up. It is Google's way of telling you literally where you rank. Why would you trust a third-party source to tell you where you rank versus what Google says? Because Google's in charge, right? I want the source, or I want the info directly from the source, right? So that's what you want to use. Use ChatGPT, use Claude, Grok. There's a million AI things out there now, right? But use one of those to help you write better content, structure things better, build a plan and a strategy of how you can do this. Another place you can go buy backlinks is called the Hoff. That's another one you can look up. Place to go buy those things. You can go to Upwork and buy links from there. But again, reminder, quality over quantity. If you're going to hire some stupid VA to build you 10,000 backlinks, wrong, don't do it. Look for guest posts and different things like that. It does take money, but it does work. I promise you. Okay, this is cool. Competition spying. Go to any website that's a WordPress website and enter this in. You will see all of the pages they have on their website and spy. What kind of content are they writing? You can go and spy on them that way. Pretty freaking cool. Ahrefs, right? Enter in their website, click on referring domains. Here's what it looks like on the XML sitemap, which is what you type this in above right here. Pretty stinking sweet. Here's what Ahrefs looks like when you punch in a URL. Look, they're getting backlinks from all these websites. You just go copy it. It's pretty stinking awesome, okay? SEO is great. It's my #1 channel, but here's how you can multiply SEO and the branding with paid ads, okay? Ads, Esteban will tell you this, ads fail without social proof. Without reviews, testimony videos, ads just don't work as well, okay? So when you use testimony videos, use that selfie style video of yourself, you will crush it. Your lead quality goes up when you build in testimonies about you, the brand, and everything like that. And because you're getting traffic from Google organically for free, you can now go retarget those warm audiences with your testimony videos, with your selfie style videos, selfies of you and a seller giving a thumbs up, you know, all those things. You get to retarget your warm audiences now, and that multiplies everything. It converts way better for you. And the reviews, the testimony videos, it lowers your CPC, your cost per click, your cost per conversion. Really, it's going to lower that for you in general, okay? And your ROI improves with foundation, okay? Esteban can attest to this. I can tell you right now, the clients I've ran ads for, those that do better are the ones that have everything I'm talking to you about. They've got a good website. They've got reviews. They've got Google reviews. If you Google them, Mark Fart, #1, baby, he's going to tell you I'm the #1, right? But clients that have better online presences do better with paid ads. It's just proof. It's factual. And this is how you turn it into a system. You've got to track your KPIs, cost per lead, cost per contract, all those fun stuff there. Post weekly, okay? Ask for reviews weekly. Capture at least one video a week, testimony video, a selfie style video of you for ads to post on social media, whatever it is, at least one. And blog consistently. Do it at least once a week. These patterns, 1% better daily, compounds over 365 days to infinitely better than you were 1 year prior, okay? Just get 1% better every day, and that's going to compound there. And use AI to repurpose. You're like, Chat GPT, I'm out of ideas. I can't think of any other situations. Help me. AI will help you. Hey, here's some different ideas, different angles, different things that you can use to help you. And that's going to help you avoid burnout. Okay. I'm telling you, you're going to feel burnt out at times. Try to avoid that by repurposing things, doing things once a week, building that out, not every day, 10 times a day, once a week to avoid burnout. Okay. So here's the quick recap, and we're going to jump into Q&A because I want to give you guys the time to ask me whatever it is you want to. But 36x ROI I generated from SEO last year. This year's on pace to be about the same. It's a banger of a year already. All right. By the way, we locked up 154 contracts last year. We're on pace to do over 165 this year. We're killing it this year. I'm pumped. Oh, and by the way, you guys want to guess this? 154 contracts. How many acquisition managers? One, singular. Uno, singular. One. How many sellers did I talk to? Zero. None. Nada. Zilch. Awesome. The right systems, it helps you. Consistency wins. Your personal brand's going to be your foundation of this strong WordPress website. Don't forget that. Reviews fuel your SEO, the testimony videos, the Google reviews, and then ads amplify it. Okay. Ads shouldn't be your only source. Your SEO, your reviews, the brand that you're building is your foundation. Ads just amplify that. All right. I do SEO for people. If you guys want to talk to me, great. We can chat about that later. I don't care. $2,500 a month, yada, yada, yada. Great. Okay. Here we go. Fantastic. Follow me on Facebook. Selfless plug. Follow me. That's that. Q&A time. Let's jump in. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see all your lovely faces. I'm sorry. I just breezed through that. I skipped a lot of stuff. That is a 2+ hour training. I just crammed it into less than 45 minutes. I'm impressed. Okay, I can talk fast. Whoo, Brian, I'm gonna let you ask a question so I can drink some water and breathe. So take it over. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what they call drinking from a fire hose right there. That was power.
Yeah, baby.
Power 45 minutes.
More like 17 fire hoses at the same time at you. So, you know.
So
yeah.
Thank you for sharing all that. So I don't know if I'm probably not the only person on the call here, but I'm nationwide 100% virtual. I never meet my sellers at closing. I never meet them at the house. I don't go shake their hand, and I'm nationwide. So I'm struggling. What's your advice for the nationwide virtual guys on how to build the brand? And I can't get selfie videos,
Yes, you can.
At least not right next to them, at least, right?
FaceTime and record it. Simple. Get on FaceTime. Pull down this. You should have this button right here to record the screen and record. Make sure the audio is on. Right. Well, simple as that, dude. You may not be next to them, but my suggestion is to use the iPhone because most people have it. If you don't, you're wrong. I'm just kidding. But do that because it looks a little bit more real and authentic, like iPhone to iPhone, right? Versus like Zoom. You know what I mean? But try that. Do that. Or ask the seller to shoot a selfie video without you. Just, hey, here's the questions. What was the process like from start to end? And you can bribe them a little bit, right? I don't because I'm face to face and I frame it that way. Bribe them. Say, hey, I'm going to buy a nice steak dinner on me. I'm going to Venmo you $50. Buy a nice big juicy ribeye if you shoot a video for me, and just tell people what the process was like. Just selfie, boom, done. Send it to me, all done. Simple. That's how you can get some more personal looking ones, but also be together with them to be selfie, like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then as far as the nationwide branding goes, do you have multiple landing pages related to your SEO? Do you have multiple landing pages? You got the spinning cities, like how does that work for the ranking?
Great question. So here's what you do is pretty simple. I'm going to share my screen again. I guess I'm going to share this window. You can all look at your faces twice. Sorry. So just like you see here, okay, just remove Tennessee. Simple as that. And what you're going to do is you see down here, I'm getting to it. Hang on. Right here. The counties that we buy in. Florida, Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio, right? You just list the states, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the only difference there, is that you're just going to do it like that to mention all of the states. It's going to be way more content work for you, for sure. My suggestion to you is pick some states that you've had the best success rate in. I'm going to go on a limb, and say that the more Democratic, liberal, blue states you have less success in than the red, conservatively ran states. Probably a good place to start. I'm just saying, okay? My golf bags over here. I won't do it. Anyway, I piss off too many liberals. I love it. Anyway, it's Trump's face, by the way, on the driver. Go that way. Go a little more red. Start there. Go and analyze the deals you do. And just say, okay, what states do I do the most deals in that I like the best? I make the most money in, and focus there. Say, start there. Write the content. Do the stuff there. And then second, third, fourth, fifth, and so forth.
Okay, and then lastly, social media. I've always been, I know you have to do it for business now, but I'm just not the social media poster and selfie videoer. Do you help, or so if I was to say, retain you as my SEO guy, do you guys help plan and strategize the content and the posting, or could refer me to somebody who could be like social media manager?
Yeah, so if we do SEO for you, what we do is we do post on your Google business profile for you and the business Facebook page, all SEO related, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your personal social media, though, I don't touch that. I do have some referrals. I can refer you to others to do that. But look, I'm going to give you, again, follow me, steal my ideas if you want to. I don't really care. But let me just show you this, just to give you some actual real world insights. Okay. So look, here's some reels, right? I post reels every day, but I'm doing ad training. So I'm posting about that. Hey, here's some more stuff about paying a contractor and how I effed up. Don't do the same exact thing. Okay. Hey, it took 45 days. We finally got a lean release. This was yesterday. Seriously, a big freaking win here. Oh my gosh, I want to pull my hair out here. But celebrating these wins, right? Posting about client successes, posting about happy tax day, more like extension day. Me, because I extension file. Right? Stuff like that, right? We're just posting all these different things. Busy week ahead. 4 wholesale deals closing, 2 refinances, buying a sub 2 deal. By the way, all these got pushed. They're closing today. So that's kind of part of the reason why I got to dip out, because I got 6 closings all jam-packed. I'm like, of course, busy Friday. But just start posting that stuff, right? Your personal social media, that's what you can just do. What happens today in your life, post about it, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So actually, it's crazy because I was looking at ways so I could automate the static pictures with AI agents with social media, right? But first of all, you need to learn. You need to know what to post and how to post it. But right now, with a few AI agents that you could potentially use and build, it becomes a little bit easier to do it now and faster. So, for example, I used perplexity.com the other day to do a test. I wanted to create before after pictures. As investors, we do before after pictures and so on of our deals, and sometimes we just forget to either do a really good picture for the after picture, for the before picture, and maybe we forget to just comparison pictures. So what I ended up doing was I ended up for a friend of mine that has a landscape business, basically. I ended up telling Perplexity, which uses Claude and ChatGPT, then I need only before after pictures of all the final jobs that she had, right? And I needed it in a 4x5 or 6x19 size and was able to generate it for me. So generated all the before pictures of the exact location and exact type of image in here, and actually did it with just one prompt and created a bunch of tasks about it. So I ended up creating about 100 pictures of before afters in just about 45 minutes of this AI agents in perplexity.com. So, I was just started like working with it, and then the end result was that I ended up doing this right here. Let me show you real quick. We ended up doing this right here. I'll show you real quick. Look, these were all the before after pictures that the Perplexity created. So actually it's in Spanish, but you guys would understand exactly what we mean by that. But it created the before and the after, right? And they're all social media friendly. So all you got to do is just essentially schedule them. So this work, if you're able to have a way to, you have AI agents to create at least static pictures for you for now, you guys will be able to be ahead of many different people that don't post at all. Because like an AI agent, I use right now Perplexity and I'm using Cloud Code, obviously, will be able to create content for you. And I didn't even have to put this in Canva, take a picture of this. It literally generated this with Nano Banana AI, Nano Banana Pro, and I only did a good prompt, a command, and generated all these pictures. And now she's posting all of this in social media. Obviously, she's gonna like put like a title that she wants that is custom to her. But I could have also done that if I gave them a template of of what I wanted. So that's something you guys can do as well. Is to start posting more on social media. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I automated my video content. I'm using a lot of my AI avatars to actually post. So if you guys go to my Instagram, I don't know if Caleb has done it, but this is a really good hack for you, even brother. So this is me, but it's not me. I mean, I created an avatar of me. So I'm actually promoting an event right in there, but this is me, but not me. Watch this right here. A few videos that have been going viral. They are me, but not really me. So, for example, this one right here went a little bit viral. This was a podcast that I did, so I just needed a static video, like a place that like I can create an avatar, and then I ended up hiring this agency that does basically avatar AI videos for me. And I also have my team doing HeyGen.com. So they also do HeyGen. Like for example, right here, this one, instead of me like putting all myself all nice and going to the studio, I ended up creating this from an avatar using HeyGen.com. So you guys can still work things out with AI. This is also AI. Go check out my profile. Majority of the latest videos are actually AI. There's some of them are actually me, because I wanted to do something efficient and effective at the same time where people don't even notice and the algorithm doesn't even notice, and I'm still getting results. So those are my takes. Like I'm doing AI content all like that actually doesn't look and feel AI. But yeah,
there it is, man. Nice. AI is cool and all, but I like to make it real and actually do it myself. Not just me. So
yeah,
I'm gonna die on that. I'm gonna die on that.
You like the I actually I still do the selfie, but mostly I do it for whenever I'm like doing the actual content selfie style, and also stories. I do a lot of selfies in stories, and I still post, but I wanted to like increase my volume, so I ended up doing the AI avatars as well.
Got it.
So.
Makes sense. Yeah. Well, cool. Any other questions that you guys have? SEO, branding, I don't know, marketing systems, anything else I could try to answer? Fire away if so.
Okay, nobody else has a question. I've got another one. Then I do have a Carrot site. Would you, if I was going to hire you, would you trash it and build a new one, or is Carrot workable?
I'm gonna give you my opinion about it.
Yeah, I want your honest opinion.
Then you
Yeah.
decide. Here's my opinion. By the way, Trevor Mock is a really good friend of mine. Love Trevor to death. He's an awesome guy. Never once am I gonna be like, oh, Carrot sucks. You're never gonna hear that out of my mouth ever. All right. Here's the only thing I will pitch and frame to you is saying that, hey, Carrot, you lease it, right? Building a WordPress, you get to own it. You still have to host it and deal with some plugin upkeep and some things like that. True, yes. So you just have to choose, like, I don't know, what's better for you, right? Some people, Grant Cardone's a prime example. He's like, why would I own a personal house? I rent. I don't want to deal with any of that crap. And he owns how many millions of apartments and whatever, right? So, like, but again, everyone's got their own opinion about what's good. So it's not right, wrong. It's just here's what you have to decide and weigh. I'm in the camp of personal owning it on the WordPress end because I like to customize what I want to. Carrot, you can't customize it for a reason, so it doesn't break and all the tech jargon that has to be, go along with that. So really, at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want us to build a website for you, though, we do that basically month one of your SEO is doing that essentially.
So if I wanted to take what you taught us today and start to implement some of that on my own, I could do some basic SEO with Carrot, though, right?
Oh, of course. You can totally do SEO and rank well with them. Totally. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Take all the implementations that you've just learned, do it on there. All of it. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, man. Ron, what's up, buddy? What you got for me?
Ron. Think you're mute, brother.
I know Ron was on my screen and then he went away. So I don't. He's still here.
He's trying to fix his mic, I think.
Cool. Well, Ron, let us know when you're ready. If not, Ron, you can type it in the chat and I'll respond to it that way if that's easier. So if you want to do that, but as we wait for Ron, or if Ron chimes in real quick, any other questions that anybody else has? I want to get to him. I do have to hop off here in a couple minutes, but
I have like a couple, like I love breaking it down to like super manageable things. Like if there were like the top 3 things you'd suggest doing first, like what are those 3 things?
Yeah. In terms of just SEO, like picking 3 things to work on. Yeah. So real quick, Ron, I got your question. I just gave you my calendar link. It's right there. So that's how we can chat some more. Also, social media. You can, by the way, I'm the only one to meet in the world, literally. So you Google me, you're going to find me. Really easy. So anyway, Brian, top 3 things I would do. Number 1 is establishing the website and the Google profile, right? Even if it's just a Carrot site, right? But just like having it, right? The second thing is, and actually, okay, a part of the website should be your face everywhere, right? Put your face up there, write the About You page, those types of things. Get reviews. The second thing is going to be get seller reviews and testimony videos. That's going to help you more than anything. And then posting on social media. If I had to pick 3 things, it'd be that. Before the backlinking, before anything else, those are the 3 things that might be a little anti-SEO that the SEO gurus are going to tell you differently, right? I would consider myself an SEO guru because I'm pretty damn good at it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here, okay? But anyway, anybody wants to go toe to toe, let's do it. But anyway, I digress. Those are the 3 things I would recommend for you there. And then after that would be writing blogs consistently, then the backlinks. But again, all the paid ads in the world, all the backlinks in the world, all the content in the world is for nothing if you don't have your website and Google profile established well, if you don't have reviews and testimony, the videos, and if you're not posting on social media, it's for nothing. It's not going to help you convert. You got to build your foundation on those 3 things to convert traffic. Again, all those things should be your number 1 sales person, not an actual human. It should be the conversion factors on the website, social media, and things like that. Does that help?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, because mainly wanting to focus on what'll obviously help the Google PPC that we're already doing. And so obviously if you're adding more content on Google and platforms like, because they own YouTube, right? So
Yep.
if you're, the more you do on there, it's all the best focus. So that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, exactly right. So that's it, man. Those are, again, focus on the conversion optimization, what's going to convert better, and then everything else usually falls into place pretty darn well. So,
cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Ron, I see your face. It looks like you're back. You want to ask anything? Oh, your mouth's moving, but I can't hear you, Ron. Oh, dang it, man. Sign language? I'm just kidding. I don't know sign language. Don't do it. I don't know.
Yeah. Ron.
Any other questions?
Google Meet is
Ron, you can keep on trying to figure it out, but if not, find me on Facebook and we can chat later on. How about that? You can ask me whatever you want then.
All right. Caleb Luketic, thank you for coming, brother. You can actually, they can find you on Facebook and then on Caleb Luketic, right?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, so if you guys want to work on SEO, he also has a few other programs like an SEO package, but also an SEO course as well. And I know that he's really good because he's been in the space for a while, and he has had a few of our clients actually use his set of services, and I've known him for forever. So I definitely recommend that if you guys are doing anything SEO related, you can ask him. He's like an open book for anything, and you guys can learn a lot just from the tips that he's going to be giving and so on. 100%. Ron, you're back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Victory.
I've been trying to do SEO for I don't know a year or so now. If you're familiar with Gerald Norden, I went through his program, and we could talk about that offline about my experience there. But my experience so far has been that I don't know shit about SEO. I know pretty much everything you discussed on the surface, but when it gets down to actually doing the amount of work, I feel like it takes me away from the normal day-to-day business of wholesaling. And I know I need a team on the wholesaling side. That's what Esteban and Carlos and the guys there are helping me build out. It's just that I feel like my bandwidth of handling the day-to-day and the posting and the backlinks and all this other crazy shit that is needed, I always feel like I'm hitting a wall of Open Door and Clever and all these big box places that have an immense amount of people doing all these pages and all this stuff, and I can never break through in South Florida. I'm always hovering between page 2, 3, 4. Even the blog pages, I make them, they don't go anywhere. It's just it's a frustrating process. I've never been able to align with somebody who could actually do the work and do it right and worth the money to spend.
Yeah, trust me, I'm the cleanup crew to a lot of the bad stuff out there. And so believe me, I've seen it. We can, like you said, we can talk about some things offline about who you had mentioned. But anyway, there's some things there, man, that we can, anytime I do SEO for anybody, here's what I tell them. Your job is to not only close the deals, but get testimony videos and get reviews. Let me and my team handle everything else. Okay. As a business owner, you should always be posting on social media, getting reviews, getting testimony videos. Then you give it to me and say, Caleb, I don't freaking know, dude, figure it out. And we take care of it, right? We'll take care of it all, right? But you've got to focus on those things. Always, always, always. Today, I'll be at a closing at 3:00 Eastern. You know what I'm going to be doing? Selfie style video. Hey, Ronald, how was it? But I'm going to ask Ronald about his experience and get another testimony video today at 3, right? That we're going to have. Do I need it? No, I've got too many, but I can never have enough. So work on those things. Everything else, the backlinking, content, all the techie backend stuff, we handle all of it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sweet guys. As Esteban said, follow me on social media. I'm going to be doing a bunch of trying to pump out more content that's actually useful. One of my things on my calendar later today is to outline some of those different videos about SEO tips and marketing, CRMs, all that fun stuff. People often want to find out, Caleb, how the heck did you lock up 154 houses with one acquisition manager? That's freaking crazy. So I'm trying to like share as much as I can because people keep asking me, and it's hard to have a million one-on-one conversations.
I'd like to know that.
So I'm trying to have one conversation to a million people versus a million one-on-one. You know what I mean? So yeah, all systems, all of that stuff. So I'm going to be sharing a bunch of that. So follow me, and hopefully that'll help you guys. I hope. Anyway, so.
All right. Thank you guys for coming to office hours. And next one is going to be good. We're going to be doing innovations and more dispo, but don't miss out the next one. And thank you, brother, for coming in here. Caleb,
yeah, dude. See you guys.
See ya. Bye-bye. Every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, we go this deep on what's actually working for real estate investors right now, from marketing and lead generation to systems and scaling. Link to join the community is in the description. We'll see you there.